guys, I did it. I'm playing hooky today. Figured I'd start the day off with a little four-wheeler ride and a quick hike for a workout. All right, ready to hit the trail. Got my pistol in case we run into some problems. Hiking around is a lot of fun. You just never know what you're gonna find. Come up on a deer that obviously didn't make it. Probably was winter kill or a cougar got him. Some deer, that's the circle of life. Some just don't make it. Some feed a cougar family or just don't make it through a rough winter. Didn't have the right food. Had a rough go for the winter and just piled up under these trees for some reason. Sorry if me being out of breath is annoying, but it takes a minute for me to catch my breath. Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on something. One of the things that I am super passionate about is shed hunting. And shed hunting is going around in the mountains in like a winter range area and looking for deer antlers. Deer antlers drop every year, typically in the spring, about March, April, ballpark. And I love getting out there. It's almost like treasure hunting, like you're just walking around looking for something. You know, when you're a kid, you're super excited to look around for Easter eggs. Well, this is like a big kid's Easter egg hunt. So yeah, I'm just hiking and scanning and not even thinking about working out right now. So which is super, super cool. I just found this deer trail going up this ridge, and it's really cool when you find something like that and it's all melted off. You can tell that deer have been using it all winter long, so you're in a good area. Like here's a good example of a trail. You can barely see it. Kind of goes across the hill there. Got some deer down there. When I come across some deer, I leave them alone. I kind of go the other direction. They just come out of a hard winter, you know. They're trying to recoup their energy and their fat storages. And so I come across some deer and I wave at them, let them know I'm not a threat, and then I head the other direction. Everywhere I look, there's deer. I'll let you in on a little secret. Last year, we were up here, me and Nathan, and we found a really big mule deer buck antler, and it was a dandy. And it was just sitting out in the middle of nowhere, just like a big old glistening diamond. And we got pretty excited about it. Made multiple trips on coming up and trying to find the match, because it's often times that you can find usually the bigger bucks. They drop them kind of close together, but sometimes not. So I decided to come up to that same area, see if I could get lucky. Maybe he was in the same area, maybe not for this year. And you never know. Maybe go across some other areas I didn't check last year and get lucky and find a match to that one, or maybe a new one from this year. No luck yet. There's a bunch of mountain chuckers over here on the other side of the hill. I'm gonna sneak over. Can you hear them? They're like chuck, 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 chuck. I'm gonna sneak over here and see if we can get a glimpse of them. They're pretty flighty. They don't like being around people. Let's go over and see if we can get a sneak little peek. You see them? They're kind of running through the middle of the screen there. Whole bunch of them. There's a couple deer headed right towards me. They don't know I'm here. I'm just hunkered down. They're probably gonna come right up over the hill. any second. Well, I've went probably about 3 miles now. Finally deciding to take a break, sit down, drink some water, have a little snacky poo, and probably head back. Here's a little bit of a view of up where I'm at. You want to know why I like doing this? Because sometimes at home, I've got the little gym I built on our place, just because we're kind of far away from a gym, so it makes more sense to put money into building a gym. It just makes more sense to build a gym, put your money into that, and it's still a drag to go out and work out, because I mean, there's some satisfaction to it, but at the same time, it kind of gets rigorous and it's easy to put off. Whereas when you come up here, way up here in the hills, and you're hiking around, you're seeing deer, you don't need to go left, you don't need to go right, you just go wherever you want, and you got deer looking at you, chuckers, birds, you're constantly scanning around for stuff, you might find some bones, you might find some cool looking rocks. It's always fun to be looking for deer antlers. Once you find your first one, you kind of get hooked. And so, I mean, I'm up here working out for like 2 hours, burning a ton of calories, working out my muscles. And I'm like thinking, all right, well, I got stuff to do today, so I need to get back, and I don't even want to go back. So yeah, I'm actually like sitting here looking at the route I need to go to get back, and I could stay up here for a lot longer. And then you know what? When I'm done, I just had an amazing workout that didn't feel like a workout. So yeah, I showed you this pistol that I carry with me. It's a 9mm. And why do I carry that? You never know what's gonna happen out here. I mean, you guys probably all have seen, or a lot of you have seen the video out there of that cougar chasing that guy down the road. I don't want that to be me. Normally, I bring some type of gun with me. It gives you a big sense of security. Like, all right, all those little things that worry you out here. Makes you feel a lot better about that. I mean, yeah, you could have a rogue coyote just freaking going crazy, gonna come tear your leg off because he's hungry, or that's probably not likely. But I have seen a coyote that had rabies that was acting just psycho, and that was up north. There's been stories about that. But my biggest concern right now, I'm in winter range mule deer country, and the cougars hunt these mule deer. So there's definitely cougars in the area. Normally I see quite a few tracks of cougars, mountain lions. I haven't seen any today, surprisingly, because I've seen a lot of deer and they usually move with the migration. So yeah, that's why I carry a pistol. And then another thing is like, you never know, you might come across some psycho dude. He thinks he owns the mountain or something, you know. And when you have a pistol on your strap, you don't tend to have any issues. Like, people know, okay, this guy's prepared to, you know, defend himself, and probably not going to get super feisty with him. So yeah, there's that aspect too, which I'm sure is also less likely, but it's good to be prepared. You never know. I think I'm gonna take one last drink of water and head back down the hill. This is what I keep my water in. One of these MSR bladders. Probably seen them at our REI, or just fill one of them bad boys up. A lot of these newer packs come with a pouch that you can put your water bladder in, and then you run this hose up through. There's usually a spot through your backpack, and you can actually hook it right next to your strap, so you can just got a little toggle on there. Sip away as you go. But I had mine stuffed in my backpack. because I was just jonesing to get out of the house and get going. Just stuff the backpack and go before you waste any more time. So I'm hiking back down and I think I see an antler. It's an older one. When they're older than a year, they turn white. So here I am walking in on it. I'll show you what it looks like. Isn't that kind of fun? It's probably, I don't know, a couple years old. But that's how it goes. I'm glad I found one. That makes the trip extra fun. Well, that's icing on the cake for the trip. It's always fun finding the brown ones that are fresh, but you know what? An old one's better than none. So when you find them, you want to strap them to your pack because you don't want to be hiking around with an antler and maybe slip and fall and stab yourself in the leg or something. So this is how it looks on the backpack. Got a carabiner there, fits right in there, perfect. Strapped it there, ready to keep going. You want to know what's kind of sucks? Is when you're on your way back and then you spot an antler way down the mountain and you're like, I should probably go get it. But it means it's way down the hill and you gotta come all the way back up and you're at the tail end of your hike. Here we go. Well, I'm on the board for 2. There's another one. Sweet, not a bad day. There's a lot of days that you come out and you don't find any. It happens. And then, so you gotta be happy and feel blessed when you do find some, because the days you go home with nothing aren't as good as the days that you go back with something. Well, that concludes my hike. Finally made it back. That was fun. I hope I encouraged you guys to get out, maybe go for a hike. Have a good time.